Welcome to the Branding Secrets for Real Estate Agents Part 2. Today, we're going to be talking about your image and the 4 most important things that we need to think about. All right, number 1, photography. This is really important. It's so interesting to me that agents, who some make hundreds of thousands of dollars, will never sit and update their look. You've got these agents that have hair from 1980, and when you meet the agent, they've aged by 20 years and they look completely different. Guys, we gotta get your updated photography and we gotta keep it fresh. So what I would suggest is that in your local market, you look to see, maybe there's a Real Producers magazine or I know we have here in Cary, North Carolina, we have Cary Living. Find out who the editors are of those magazines, find their photographers, and go out and do a social media photo shoot. This photographer should be able to sit with you and have 5 or 6 different outfit changes, and for each of those outfits, you should have at least 10 different photographs. That gives you 50 photographs to be able to batch your content for the entire year. If you were able to do one new really amazing photo per week with a great little blog next to it, or just some highlight about your life where people get to know you, that is going to be key. So make sure you hire a really good photographer that knows how to photograph people, get some outfit changes going, and then definitely think about what your brand is. All right, part 2 is your look. When somebody looks at your picture, what do they think? Do they think high-end luxury? Do they think laid-back casual? Do they think bright and funky expressive with really bold colors? You can usually take somebody's personality just based on their photographs, their Instagram. If it's full of bright colors, they're probably more expressive. If it's more neutrals, they're probably a little got more laid back, clean and classic style. So what is the style that you're looking to portray? And that is what you want in your imagery. For me, I lean towards luxury. So I want to have my pictures taken in more luxury kitchens, in front of more luxury properties. I want my dress to be more luxury, even though when I'm home, I'm literally in sweats. I mean, that is where my comfort is. But my persona when I'm out in the community, based on the demographic and where you work and play, is you want to create the illusion of the luxury that you're selling, right? So we live in a luxury community. Our price points go anywhere from $1 million to $6 million. So we want to live the lifestyle that, then the demographic that we're selling to. So I think that's very important when you guys are coming up with your marketing strategy and your branding. Now, you could just say, well, I'm just a regular old guy or a regular old girl, and I don't care about that stuff. I'm not fancy. Awesome. Well, take professional, non-fancy photos, right? Just because you're not fancy or you don't want to portray this lifestyle that you don't live in, you can still take really great photos in your jeans and your t-shirt repping your brand, right? So definitely look at that and make sure that you hire a great photographer for you and for your brand. All right, number 3 is consistency. Remember the first video when we talked about consistency and posting to YouTube, and all of a sudden we got all these subscribers? Same thing with your brand. You want to be consistent with it. Take your time. Don't just change your logo 52 times. Don't just change all the colors of your brand. You want to be very consistent there. So the picture that you have on Instagram, you want that same picture on TikTok. You want that same picture on LinkedIn. You want that same picture on Facebook. So if people know that you're the lady with the red hat, that red hat better be in every single photo, because that is you, that is your brand. So consistency is key. If you look at my branding, everything has been black and white, like my logo, for the past 12 years. And then we've sprinkled in the recent years a little bit of gold, but we've pretty much stayed in that classic black and white. And that's what people think about when they think of Caul Group. All right, guys and gals, last one, number 4, your logo. I have to encourage you guys to really break this idea that your brand is your brokerage. Nothing could be furthest from the truth. Remember that brokerages, their value proposition for you to come to their brokerage is that their brand is going to get you more listings. Their brand is going to get you more buyers. The reality is, They are not going to get you anything more than you're going to get for yourself. Because if a brand was the catalyst for growth in someone's business, then at every brokerage, every agent should be at the same sales level for sales, right? If you're at a brokerage, I was at RE/MAX. There were 300 agents at our office. There was a reason I became the number one agent, because I just, in my mind, had to outwork everybody. I was in the office at 7:30 every day. The parking lot was empty till about 9:30, and I was out the door at 8 o'clock at night. I had to outwork everybody to get to the top. And so if that balloon at RE/MAX was the definitive answer of why I was successful, then everybody at the brokerage would have equal numbers. And we know that's not true. The customers are hiring you. They're hiring your personality, your confidence, your strategy for marketing. They're hiring you. So remember that when you are building your brand, it better be yours. I never used the red, white, and blue when I worked at RE/MAX. I used black and white, and my logo, Caul Group, was always on the front of my folders. I never used a RE/MAX folder. I put RE/MAX in the back because legally I had to put it somewhere. RE/MAX empowered my business by taking the liability away. That's all I wanted my brokerage to do. And so when I moved to Keller Williams, I did not use the Keller Williams typical red in my marketing because red is not part of my brand. I was at Keller Williams. I like their logo. I put their logo in white or black on my marketing because I had to, but I was using Keller Williams as a vehicle at the time to learn how to maybe build a team, and I got what I needed from the brokerage and I moved on. Now I'm at eXp Realty. You're not going to see me put eXp Realty on the front of any of my branding because I'm with eXp Realty to empower my business, to give me stock in the company, to also give me the ability to attract agents from all over the nation and the world. But I use eXp as a vehicle. Caul Group has remained the same for the last 12 years, and it will always be my brand. So don't let your brokerage convince you that their brand should be in the forefront because they are using you for their own marketing strategy. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. So if they devalue their brand and let you use yours in the forefront, then that's going to mean that why are you paying them? Why are you paying them all this money? So think about it, be smart. Also, another good advice when you're building your logos and your brand, don't use the phone numbers of the brokerage. Don't use the emails of the brokerage. I have always used our Caul Group, Tina@caulgroup.com, right? Tina@caulteam.com. It's always something Caul Group related. So that way, if I leave a brokerage and they're not servicing me anymore, or I'm looking for a different opportunity, I take my email, I take my vanity number, my phone number, I take everything with me. Even the tech. I've never used the RE/MAX tech, I never used the KW Command tech, and I still don't use a lot of the EXP tech, even though it's separated here. We have KV Core, and if I ever left EXP, I could take my KV Core with me. So I only use products that can come with me with my Caul Group brand. So if you guys like this video and you found it helpful, give us a like, smash the subscribe button, and send it to a friend, and make sure you click on the bell so you can be notified when we have a new video. The next thing we're gonna be talking about in the next video is your video marketing strategy, so stay tuned.